What's up everyone, I am Wolfstrike150 and welcome back to Building Wolfapolis in Minecraft. Welcome back to the city, guys. One thing that I'm going to note is that we have been blessed with Title Update 53 recently. Now, originally I didn't know about this update. It actually came by surprise to me. I was like, well, what could be in this update? This actually turned out to be a pretty big builders update for people like me, which I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to go over some of the things that they added in this update. First of all, in the building blocks category, nothing's really different except for the fact that we don't have clay anymore. They've used another name. I think it's terracotta or terracotta, don't quote me on that. But that's definitely interesting. But where it shines is actually the decorations tab that we have. So you can see now we have these concrete blocks and these concrete powder blocks. And the concrete blocks are actually a pretty awesome texture, or they don't really have much texture to them, which is something I'm pretty happy about. And the powder blocks, they just kind of fall like sand. And then we got all these other cool blocks and stuff in here, which could be utilized in the future. And then we got these blocky stuff. But the one thing that I'm most excited about is the fact that we have something called Pick Block. Now, if you don't know what Pick Block is, it was a PC feature that allows you to not have to go into your inventory to find the block that you've already used. What I can do is I can come over here and boom, I just pick block that, and now I have that in my inventory. That is groundbreaking. That is awesome for builders like me, and I can't wait to utilize that. So anyway, that's enough on the update. Now we're gonna go to the actual episode. So you can see here that I've developed this bridge that we started last episode quite nicely, and it's pretty nice. I've done a lot to it. All of this actually wasn't off camera. I've actually tried to do an episode of Wolfapolis, 2 episodes now. We've done a lot of work here. The problem with those recordings ended up being like really bad and we couldn't use them, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it's a reality of things. So I had to scrap those recordings, but we did get a lot of stuff done on the bridge. So I'm kind of like I'm kind of wore out on the bridge. So we're actually going to be going back to our house that we've been working on, which I think is actually over here, and we're going to try to finish that off a little bit, do some interior work. I think it should be interesting. And this house actually, it's not far from the bridge. You can actually see the bridge off in the distance, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna fly on the inside. One thing we're gonna need is some glowstone, which I would pick block some glowstone, but we don't have some. We're just gonna light this area up a little bit. So I'm just gonna place some glowstone over here and stuff on the walls, just so we have some lighting to work with. We don't want it to be dark in here. And there we go. That's pretty well lit up. It's gonna be what we want to get done. So we've already got the walls pretty much put in. I guess the only thing I need to do now is I need to determine what my ceiling block is going to be. The ceiling should be probably white. I really don't see why I should use any other block other than white. I'm not sure if I want to use the white clay blocks or if I want to use the we could use a lot of things. We could use white concrete. I mean, that's something we could use, or we could use clay blocks. I think not clay blocks, but the terracotta block definitely has some interesting texture to it. So I think we're going to use that. It's kind of like that popcorn ceiling kind of feel there. So first of all, where's this going to come across? We're going to have to double stack this floor and the ceiling. So we know that the floor is going to go here, so that means the ceiling is just going to come right in this gap. So we can go ahead and fill this in pretty nice. It's going to work out pretty good. So let's go ahead and fill this in the best we can. Probably go around the edges, get these gaps here, and then we'll just have that rectangle to fill in. So I don't think I'm actually going to go to the second floor. We're just going to close this off so that I can do some interior work down here. And hopefully we can get something going here for this house. Something we want it to look nice, and make sure that garage is actually accessible from here. A lot of things to do. So we'll just go ahead and fill this in, and I'll have to think on where I'm going to put rooms. Ideally, I want to have a kitchen on the first floor, a living room on the first floor, and possibly, if there's room, a bathroom on the first floor. Now, that sometimes you just don't got enough room to do stuff like that, but we're going to try. Definitely going to try, so maybe we might be able to squeeze it in here. On the top floor, I'm thinking maybe a bedroom or two, and we're gonna want to have a master bathroom up there as well. And if we have some extra room, we might put some other stuff. You never know. But this is definitely gonna be unique. This is just a little planning that I normally do on my builds. So, you know, enjoy it. I enjoy doing it for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the episode. I'm so glad you guys tuned into the episode today, as always, because this is what I do for you guys, inspiration. So I think we almost got this filled in. We got all this awkward stuff up above. We're just gonna worry about that whenever we get to it. Right now we have this beautiful bottom floor developed, and we're gonna make it more beautiful, as beautiful as we can. So I did mention that, okay, we got those new blocks in title update 30, or 53. I was saying 30 or something. 30 was like back like years ago, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, we got those new blocks, so I could switch out this wall, but it's not a bad texture. It's kind of like a green wallpaper, so I don't got a problem with that really. But we need to start planning out where we want stuff to be at. First of all, how do we want this garage to be accessible? Do we want the door like here or here? That's something I'm gonna have to think about. I could have the door over here. Let's actually try that. Oh, pick block. There we go. That's gonna be awesome for whenever like people like me who accidentally delete blocks. It's gonna be awesome just to pick that block back. So, I mean, that's potential right there. That could definitely be a door right there. This could be a living room. It's a bit small. Let me just look around. All right, this is probably the best spot for the living room if I had to guess. And then this is probably the best spot for the kitchen. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna put over here yet. This might just be like, or this is probably actually where the staircase is gonna go. So yeah, I'm already planning things out in my head, so that's pretty good. Hopefully things work out that way. But let's go ahead and we'll start working on this garage a little bit. I need that glowstone again. Glowstone, pick block, yay. So we're just going to light this up a little bit and work on this. So obviously we got this kind of awkward incline going on right here. First of all, we're gonna have to double stack this because we don't want green wallpaper showing in the garage. It's kind of weird. So we're gonna try to work around that. So, ooh, how do we want to do this? This is kind of confusing. Okay, first of all, gotta think about this. So how do we want to do this? I mean, we could just continue with what we've been doing and just kind of double stack this so that you can't see it. I don't know if that's gonna look bad or not. We'll just have to try it and hope for the best. It's like the story of my life. Oh, don't want to break that. So we'll just fill her in, and I don't think it should look bad. It's not gonna look great, but it's not gonna look bad either. And we probably want this ceiling to be about level 2. So we do got like how it kind of awkwardly transitions here, which is not a problem. Just add some dimensions to the garage, which is something that we are totally willing to do. So one thing I'm actually going to add is, I think this trim should continue to go around. I think that's like a must do right in this situation so that it kind of fits the rest of the garage. So we'll just take this trim around, and I think it looks pretty cool, so it works. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're going for here. First things first, or that actually can't be. That needs to, we'll get that block and we'll do that. And we'll need a step down, so we'll probably get, just get some like stone brick stairs or something. So we'll do something like that as a step down from the garage, and then we could add a garage, or we could add the door, the entryway right there when we want to. So this is definitely a good amount of room to add cars and stuff. Why is this window not filled in? Let's get some glass and fill that in. I gotta tell you, this pick block is just amazing. I can't even begin to explain to you guys how groundbreaking that is for me. And we'll fill this in right here. We do got these little areas right here that need to be touched up. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and add our popcorn ceiling, our popcorn floor over here, just for our ceiling over here. Let me go ahead and take this across. That'll get those little gaps that I had in between the stairs. So everything's working out all right. Almost got her. It's gonna be a little awkward down here, which there doesn't need to be anything under here anyway. So hopefully this house works out all right, and hopefully we can get this done, and then we can, I don't know, we might go back to the gym next. We might, or we might not. We might continue the bridge. You know, it just depends. I've been relatively busy lately, so I apologize for, it taking like a couple days longer than normal for me to upload a episode. Just okay. Well, that actually needs to be there. I need to fix that, and there's really no way in. Let me just go in through this window right here and fix it up. So yeah, I've been busy, so I apologize for that. This is gonna bother me right here. We need to think of a good transition here. There's not really much, and we've got the same issue over here. And I really gotta think about how we want to approach this. I mean, there's a lot of things we could do. There's a lot of tactics to hide stuff. But I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use. It's one of those complicated things. Let's just surf around our inventory and see if we can't find something. I might want some beam coming across. Maybe. I don't really know. Because we could implement that into like maybe like a. Oh, you know what we could do? Let me get some. Or actually, we could just make these upside down, and this just could be like a design feature. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming. And then we could like, okay, so we want to have like shelving and stuff. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it right now. I guess I'll just probably put it across here, so like you'd set your stuff on here, get rid of that glowstone. That might work. I don't know if that looks weird or not. I personally don't have a problem with that, but it's also not like perfect either. But it does hide the outside, so maybe. I don't know. We'll just leave that there. Well, this is something that I'm definitely gonna have to come back to. So I mean, we pretty much got a garage space worked out here, so that's all I'm really worried about. So back to the inside, I said this was going to be the stairs, and this is going to be a pretty nice living room. So let's actually get started on the living room. We want an entertainment center of some sort, so we'll do that. We'll probably put like a TV here or something. So what do we want to use for this TV? We could put it on an entertainment center, or we could mount it to the wall. Okay, first of all, we do got these new blocks, and I want to see how dark we can get now. So we normally use the gray, but I think this black, or we don't want to use powder, but this black concrete, I'm interested. That does have a darker shade, although it does seem to have a weird texture to it. So I'm not sure if I want to use that for a TV or not. because this is what we're used to using, and that doesn't have much texture to it. So that's actually going to be, we're going to be able to center the TV. Let me just put my glowstone up here. Don't want any dark spots. So if we were to put this into the wall, it would look something like that. I'm not sure that I want it mounted to the wall, just because. And this is the city texture pack, so we could get the TV painting. But the thing about that is that when you use the TV paint, when you use too many, there's like a max limit of paintings, and I don't really want to reach the limit. So I normally just build my TVs like this, box-like. So we'll probably think of an entertainment thing here. Let's what color do we want? We want a color scheme. We don't want to match the floor. And I need to use some stairs. I'm not sure. Cobblestone or stone brick? I've always been a fan of stone brick and cobblestone, but I think for this scenario we might use this. Okay, wait. It's gonna be interesting. What we could do that, and then we could the stone brick slabs and put them across like that. I mean, that's basically how I do TV sometimes. It doesn't have to be anything complex, but that's, I mean, that in a nutshell, that's our entertainment center. And then if we want to, we can add speakers and stuff. We do have the, whatchamacallit, or speakers. We have them somewhere. I don't really know where to look right now. Is it in the reds? No, it's not in the, oh, there it is. Note blocks. I think that's what I wanted. I think we can also use a jukebox, but note blocks look the same. So, I mean, we could do stuff like that. It just depends. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, so I think we might just keep that for our furnishing. And then we want to choose a couch of some sort. Let's play around with one of these blocks here. Couch color. I don't want to go too white out, but I kind of want to go with a white couch just because it seems like it might match the house the best. So we'll do this with the couch. You know, it would have been neat if they would have added these concrete blocks, if they would have made like concrete slabs, because that would be awesome, because then we wouldn't have to use like quartz slabs and stuff. I mean, that would open up so many opportunities if we did that, because I have to add the quartz stairs to make that look like a couch, so it doesn't match the texture, which is the problem with that. But that's pretty much the entertainment center, and I generally add a coffee table here. We can go with a glassed coffee table if we want to, something simple like that. So yeah, that's pretty much our entertainment center. We might want to add a wall to separate everything, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to, do I have already a light gray wall? So it's gonna be like this entrance hallway right here. So for now, I'm just going to do that. And it'd be weird if the wall came across there, wouldn't it? Not entirely sold on how I want to do this. Don't have much room to work with right here. And anyway, that's pretty much how it's gonna go, and then the wall's gonna go up like this. That just adds something to your houses when you have the walls. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like open concept, but this isn't gonna be entirely an open concept build. I'm gonna have my entrance right here. That seems like a good width and stuff to make that. And if that would be weird right there if we just had the wall come across there, I think, because that's a connection right there, and I don't really want that. I mean, we probably could take one off the couch, but then it's not symmetrical, which I have a huge issue with. So I don't know, we might just have to move everything over. Let's give it a go. So we'll just make the TV a little bit bigger. And we'll do this stand down here a little bit different. Gosh, this pick block, it never ceases to amaze me. But the first thing I want to do is that needs to be side, and then this needs to be side as well. So there we go. And we'll just have to move these over. I just got rid of my swiftness. That's annoying. So yeah, that might work right there. I'm not sure if that might make someone a little claustrophobic with the walls being kind of close to each other or not. But you know, we can always change things. Oh, oh gosh, I actually do not like that. I do not like that at all. I would rather it be open concept than to be like smushed in. Like that looks terrible. Like you couldn't enjoy yourself down here. So we're just gonna get rid of this wall. So maybe this might be more open concept than what I thought. We could just leave that open. I don't know, we'll come back to it. A lot of unfinished business going on with this right now. And then the come across the light gray wool here. And that's gonna be the separation with the kitchen. So we'll just take this up, get rid of that glowstone. Get a little dark for a second. Whoa, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? I got carried away there. Okay, that's just the trim. We don't want that. I'm sorry guys, I'm messing up. I tend to do that a lot. Oh yeah, I don't have my swiftness anymore. Okay. There we go. So now we'll take that up. I don't know what I'm thinking. I must be tired or something. I generally am. I've been pretty tired lately, so I apologize, guys. I apologize for my dumbness. So this could be the dining room area right here, and then this could be the kitchen. Definitely an idea. A little bit of a narrow kitchen, but we might be able to fit stuff in here. So first of all, we need to think of a block to use for our like main kitchen color. We don't want to go green because that's kind of overkill. Come on, think. What do we want to use? We could use any of these blocks really. We got all the colors of the rainbow pretty much to work with. Or maybe we could even use wood. I wouldn't have a problem with that. So, what would we? Whoa, that's a tongue twister. What would we use? Oak planks. We'll probably just go with oak planks. See how that looks. So I'm just gonna take that down about like yay far. And I always do this. So we're gonna have this wrap around and stuff. My swiftness. We'll have it wrap around, and that does limit the space a little bit, but I think it's necessary to do stuff like that. So cabinets are gonna be a little awkward to add. Just have to do stuff like this ever so often. So that's gonna be cabinet space right there, and I mean that could be cabinet space too, but just put it where you can, I guess. And then for cabinets, a lot of times I use signs. Now I really wish we could switch up the color, but the signs really make it look like you have like the drawers on them, so that's why I tend to use the signs for stuff like this, even though it does look kind of ugly. Do we have any glowstone? Okay, good. Need to light this up a little bit. So, I mean, the kitchen, it's warming up on me. I mean, it doesn't feel perfect, but it's not bad either. Let's add the sink here. We might do do we want to do a double sink? Yeah, we could do a double sink. So we'll probably add our, I like to use hoppers for sinks a lot of times because I think they look the best. So we can do a double sink right there. And then we could get our levers and put them like this for the, you have two different water sources right there. And I really wish we could do this. The only way I know to do this is to use carpet, but I would like to have like a countertop thing, but as you can see, we don't really have any carpet with texture to them, so might have to hold off on that. And then we probably want to put like a refrigerator back here, something like that. For refrigerators, I generally use block of iron because they look like your modern refrigerator, to be honest. So we just do that. There's a lot of things we could do here. Probably just put a what do we want to put? Maybe like a tripwire hook on there on both sides. I don't know, that looks like a pretty modern refrigerator to me. It's just I don't know, this stuff is gonna have to grow on me. I'm not entirely sold on my furnishing. I don't like the small kitchen size and everything because this house is just too grand for that, but you know, we're working. It's we're definitely cooking with something here. But guys, that's pretty much all the time I have for this episode. So we got a great deal of stuff done, which I'm pretty happy about. So yeah, we're cutting the episode here. So I want to thank you guys for tuning into the episode today. Do make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're already not a subscriber. I'm Wolfstrike150 and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.